Taoiseach, the government, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, have blocked the Occupied Territories Bill since 2018, putting a money message in its way, allowing Israel impunity for the crimes that it had been committing for years against the Palestinians. Now, a year of genocide, and the government still finding legal excuses for saying they can't do anything about the Occupied Territories Bill until after the election. And now we have the revelation of the real explanation from the ditch, that the US ambassador contacted Micheál Martin 90 minutes before he announced that there was only going to be a review of the Occupied Territories Bill rather than its passage, based on consequences, the warning of consequences.
Sorry,
yeah?
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I don't think anybody in the House should name...
You were shouting at me.
I don't think anyone... I think anybody should not name the ambassador, the United States ambassador, in the House in the manner in which he has been named.
You can go online. You can go online. It's online.
Well, you can go online all you like. We are not online here.
It's published. It's published.
Well, it's not appropriate to make allegations.
The rest of the country will be discussing it, but we can't discuss it.
It's not, you can discuss all you like. It's not appropriate to make allegations against the ambassador from any country or anybody else who's not here to defend themselves.
This Saturday there'll be tens of thousands again out in the streets calling for this government to finally impose sanctions. But the truth is, the government are using excuses because they're kowtowing to the US government to prevent actual sanctions being imposed on Israel for genocide. For genocide.
Very much, Ceann Comhairle. Firstly, I should remind the House or inform the House that today the government appointed the first ever ambassador from Palestine to Ireland. I think that's an important moment. I wouldn't tut-tut about that. I think it's something seen as very important by the Palestinian Authority. If you want to tut-tut about that, Deputy Pringle, that's on you. But I think the ambassador is very pleased to have been appointed, as is the President of Palestine and the Prime Minister of Palestine and the Government of Palestine. So that's the first point to make. Second point is this. It's my understanding, Ceann Comhairle, that this matter will be discussed at the Oireachtas Foreign Affairs Committee today. My understanding is that the Taoiseach Minister for Foreign Affairs is attending that committee. My understanding is with the agreement of the chair and the sponsor of the bill, and Senator Francis Black, I do want to acknowledge, has shown huge leadership on this and very constructive engagement, by the way, and engaged intensively with the Taoiseach on this, and I thank her for that. My understanding is both the Senator and the Taoiseach's officials, including the legal advisor to his department, will present to the committee this evening in relation to the legislation. I think that is quite important. The Deputy Pringle is right on this, that certainly I don't speak for the entire Dáil, but I get the sense that there is now a consensus across government and opposition that we would like to see legislation passed in relation to this, but we'd also like to see legislation passed that isn't going to fall at the first hurdle, that isn't going to fall in the European courts, I just can't get this echo back, isn't going to fall. There's just so much muttering going on, it's hard to speak. Isn't going to fall. We have to get this legislation correct, and I think the appropriate way to proceed, Ceann Comhairle, is for the Foreign Affairs Committee, where the bill will be at, to consider this issue this evening, to be briefed by the line minister and the sponsor of the bill, to receive presentations from both, and then for that committee to advise us on how to proceed. In relation to Deputy Naughton, I can certainly...
Please, can we let the Taoiseach... Let the Taoiseach respond, please.
I can only account to this House what I have been informed. And I have been informed what I have relayed to this House by the Taoiseach Minister for Foreign Affairs. That is my information. That is all I can relate to this House. In relation to Deputy Naughton, I can discuss that with the Minister, but we're not proposing making time available, is the truth, because we have a lot of legislation we want to get through in the remaining days of this Dáil. But I will ask that the Minister engage with you on the matter, and I note your views as well. In relation to the issue of Garda numbers, Deputy McGrath appreciates the issue of Garda numbers is an important issue. That's why we've reopened Templemore. It's why we've seen Templemore now full of capacity. It's why we see more Garda recruits coming out in your own county from the Garda College every 12 weeks, and the government will continue its work in that area.